Alright, so we're going to show how to make this can wrap so you can trick your friends. Looks like a 7-Up, but if you push it out, it's actually a Sprite inside. So we're going to make this out of an ordinary can, and so you'll be able to slip it over an existing can, hide the label, and it looks like a 7-Up instead of a Sprite. We've got our Dremel tool set up in a vise with the 409 cutoff blades, or cutoff wheel, and a board as a guide. If we take an ordinary can, take the top off, that board is placed perfectly, so when you hold it against the board, you cut just the rim off of the can. So that would be perfect. Now that'll work for both the top and the bottom, so we don't have to move it. Okay, so you take your can, we'll put the Dremel tool on 4, speed will be 4, we're going to cut the top off and then cut the bottom off. So we cut it out, and there's burrs around the edge, so we take a piece of coarse grit sandpaper and just take those burrs off. You can see after I cut the top off, I use a Dremel blade cutoff wheel to kind of ground off the top, and that makes this so the edge is not so jagged. You know, it's a little easier on your fingers. Now for the last cut, we need to cut straight down this seam of the can, and this part is a little bit trickier. We're going to just hold the can here and cut down the edge. What happens is if you twist the can, it'll grab the blade and the blade will break and the can will get mangled. So you got to be real careful with this. What I usually do is I don't start at the beginning because it tends to pinch. I cut the middle section out first, and then I'll cut the ends off. You'll see that when I start to cut. When you slip the can in, you want to slip it into the top, and you want to try to preserve this edge. What happens if that edge gets bent, it won't hold tight on the can anymore, and so you never want to peel it with your fingers like this, and you never want to open it up. When you take the can in and out, you push it through the top like that to preserve that edge. You got to keep that flat, so everything goes in and out of the top like that. And now you have a disguised Sprite. Looks like a Dr. Pepper.